welcome back to another Last of Us video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. This time, we're talking more about The Last of Us Part 3 as well, guys. When do we think we'll see The Last of Us Part 3? Uh, what I'm thinking for The Last of Us Part 3 to happen is I say 2026, 2027, around there. I just have a feeling The Last of Us The Last of Us TV show is going to be, it's going to open the doors to The Last of Us Part 3. That's what I reckon. For Last of Us Part 3, I reckon. And also the future of Last of Us. I do think if there's going to be a Part 3, I think it'll be the final. And then they'll probably move to new IPs. Yeah, I think new IPs they probably will. And then I reckon The Last of Us, to keep making Last of Us stuff, if The Last of Us is so popular, then just continue making The Last of Us. Another thing is, who would the characters be for the couple games of The Last of Us? And yes, guys, don't forget to subscribe. More content of The Last of Us. We know that. And what I'm saying is that if we want to see a Last of Us Part 3, guys, is that I'm going to be watching the TV show, The Last of Us Season 2 of the TV show. And also, I haven't really completed the whole series of The Last of Us, like The Last of Us Part 2, because there's a level is really hard to pass, and it's that big giant clicker. It's really big. He's ginormous, and he's hard to really kill as well, because you have to try and shoot him, and you have to try and land him into the arcade machines. But The Last of Us is probably one of one of PlayStation's violence games, and I'm saying if we're gonna see a Last of Us Part 3, I'd say it will be on the PS6. You know, I got a good feeling that if we want to see, I reckon they would have it would be on the PS6. But I would love to see the Last of Us Part 3 on the PlayStation 5. But you know, I just have a good feeling we could see it on the PS6 now. But the content of The Last of Us is that I have not made much Last of Us content on the channel, but Last of Us is mostly a game that I've been enjoying, and yeah, I like The Last of Us, but there's polarization, all that stuff, guys. I got a good feeling that if Naughty Dog ends up doing a Last of Us Part 3, I'd say it's going to be so different to the games that I have been. Ellie might, I have a good feeling Ellie will be the main character for The Last of Us Part 3, because, you know, we know that Joel's gone. Joel's out of the world. Joel exists in Last of Us anymore. Joel died, we know that. And Ellie's going to be the most character, and I have a feeling there's going to be another person, like a kid, that actually looks like Ellie. And there's been rumors that Ellie might have a kid, or has a kid with her, looking after her, looking after the kid from to grow up. And I just have a good feeling that the next Last of Us, that there's going to be another kid, and I don't know who it's going to be yet. It looked like Ellie a little bit. It looked like Ellie a little bit, but younger version of her. So you know, a lot younger. And I have a feeling there is going to be another kid. And I have Dana, her name is. Yeah, Dana, who's in the series of Last of Us season 2 of the TV show. And the difference between her from the game is that we know that she has a daughter. I think she has a kid. And I have a feeling that kid is going to be part of The Last of Us Part 3. I've got a good feeling that that kid will be part of The Last of Us Part 3 if we end up getting The Last of Us Part 3. And when do I think we're going to get The Last of Us Part 3? I still reckon 2026 or 2027. That's where I reckon. It's hard to say because if we get like content next year at Summer Game Fest, and we get The Last of Us Part 3, and then I'm gonna be excited for the for the game. So I got a good feeling it might happen. I do. I got a good feeling it could be at Summer Game Fest next year in 2025 because they want to really say about their 2026 games. 2020. I reckon they'll announce their 2026 games, and I have a feeling it's got to be The Last of Us Part 3. And we've got to get The Last of Us Part 3 out. And if we end up playing with The Last of Us Part 3, the graphics will be even better. I reckon the game will be even more difficult. We might have grounded part. We might have grounded part 3. I mean, the game's going to get harder and harder. And that's what I reckon what The Last of Us Part 3 might do. If we end up doing if Nick whatever his name is, from Naughty Dog, actually, it's not the CEO of Naughty Dog, but yeah, it's one of the game designs of the Last of Us. He did say something about Part 3, and I would love to see something about Part 3, and I just have a good feeling because we know we had Grounded 1, Grounded 2, Grounded 3. Grounded 3 will be part of The Last of Us Part 3. And that's what I reckon. I have a good feeling that that's going to be the game. If we end up having The Last of Us Part 3, then the game's going to be even difficulty. There'll be a new difficult mode, and I'm feeling they should do a Grounded 3. Make it even more really, really difficult to play. And yeah, I think what I'm saying is Don the Bomb wants to see a Last of Us Part 3. My favourite YouTuber wants to see a Last of Us Part 3. And I want to see a Last of Us Part 3. Because, I like the game. I do. I enjoy playing it. It's hard to play, but, it's one of the games. It's a very violent game, but, it's been a game I've been wanted to play for a very long time. I couldn't play because I was so young, but now I finally got into the journey of playing the game and saying I enjoy playing it because it's such a good game. And what would I like to see? Yeah, I would like to see some new characters. That's what I want to see. New characters, maybe. Well, I know I want to see new characters. I want to see Elias' character, but with a kid, and then some new characters in the series. That's what I would like to see in I Last of Us Part 3. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay connected with more content of The Last of Us, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.